Hi, guys.
Hi. Oh, man.
Listen, cheers, Jessica.
Cheers.
It's been kind of crazy but slow.
So,
I mean,
I am like 2 weeks behind on laundry because I didn't have any time at all last week to do anything.
Yeah.
It was a crazy week.
Yeah. Well, we always say it's a crazy week. But I will say, these were more like planned events, though.
Yes.
So, like, it wasn't like, oh my God, it was so crazy because I got invited to the lab. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are all planned. But that means it was amazing fun. Yes, I like your shirt, Jessica.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness. And where did you get that from?
I got it at the Sarah Hester Ross Don't Mess with a Redhead premiere event.
Yes. Now she was able to release her own, her own thing. It's on Apple TV, Amazon
like a
Prime.
real, like professional,
Yeah, like a whole thing.
Yeah.
Apple TV, Amazon Prime. You can buy it / rent it on YouTube.
Or rent it. Like you can't. This isn't just like some willy nilly thing that you can look up on YouTube. I mean, you can, but you just have to pay for it.
Wonderful news for her. We love that for
Yes.
her. Listen, it was so funny. We've had her on the show. I was like 15 years pregnant when I saw her show the last time. I was so pregnant. We'll have to put those photos somewhere. And, Jessica saw the show so many times when it was at Notoriety. Mm-hmm. And then she was able to
I went to every one of them.
Yeah.
I didn't go to her second round, influencer round.
Yeah.
I didn't go to those because I was back to work. But I went to all of her Red Boot Tour ones.
Yeah. And I mean, listen, it looked like so much fun. I can't wait to watch it. I just have no time to watch TV anymore.
It was such a good time. So what was cool was like there was a red carpet.
Ooh.
So I got all dressed up.
Yeah.
Had a hair piece in. Thank you, Amy. She did my hair and makeup. Everybody
beautiful.
said I looked like a fairy princess. Most people said the people that said I looked like that. There were people that said I looked like a fairy princess. There were other people that said I looked like Barbie, or or if Barbie was a fairy princess, that's what I looked like. Like so many compliments. Brandon was just like, "Let me take pictures of you." Like he was like taking pictures of me all night. Like
it was cute.
Like
he posted a lot of them.
He was so excited. Like the look on his. Let me tell you, he comes to pick me up, and I'm like, I was in my flip flops because I carried my shoes, and then I put them on like right before we went up to Notoriety. But anyway, I start walking to the car. And I see like the look on his face. Like he was just like oh my God. Like he had to do a double take and like he had this big smile on his face. Like he was so excited.
He's like, that's my girl.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
I feel like we were some of the most dressed. We were the most dressed up aside from Sarah herself.
I was going to say Sarah looked pretty nice.
But nice like we were like, this is the premiere. Like come on people, dress up. But it was cool. So I got to see Neil and Dorothy. Yep. And who else was there?
Sandy was there.
Sandy obviously was there.
Yeah.
Sandy basically runs Sarah's show.
Yeah. Which she kind of has been for a while. Like they have a really good friendship and relationship, so that's nice.
She's been in that for a while.
Yeah.
The director of the show was there.
Didn't you see Diane?
I saw Diane Davis.
She was there.
Yeah.
Paige was there?
Paige was there for a little while. Yep. She was there.
I'm trying to think who else was in the photos.
Oh, Eric Snow was there. DJ Eric Snow. He was there. Abby Mae Durst was there.
Ooh.
She was there. Yep. That was kind of cool. Because she's, Swiftie. Like,
yeah.
And it was so funny because she wanted to like introduce herself to me and like Eric goes, Abby, you guys know each other. That's Jessica. She's like Swiftie World, like you. And now he's like, oh yeah, huh? I was like,
I like her. That's so funny.
We're like part of it.
Yeah.
So that was cool. Like, there was a lot of people there.
Yeah. Did she fill it up pretty nicely?
Yeah,
that's good.
And then what was cool was she gets up on stage after we all took. Brandon and I were the first ones there to take red carpet pictures. Like they were just like Gabe was like literally waiting. Like Gabe Ginsberg was the photographer, and he's like standing there like waiting to take pictures of. And
Where
I'm
is
like,
everybody?
Yeah. So Brandon and I walk in. We're like, we're here, and then Brandon walks away to use the restroom, and Gabe is like, all right, Jessica, you gonna take some solo ones now that you're here? And I was like, Absolutely, I
I
am.
am. That's so funny.
And so then he had me pose so that like I showed my hair, and I was like,
My man.
Amy's gonna appreciate this.
Yeah, especially for her portfolio, because she added in a lot of the like fun like details, and
Yeah.
didn't she make like the like fun extra braiding?
She made the
pieces
dreadlocks,
herself?
yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
like Amy put in a lot of work, and
Yeah.
it looks great. It looks like she did.
She spent like a day and a half putting that shit together for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it looked beautiful
Mhm.
too, and like the colors, like the pastells were just like a good
Yeah.
contrast. And then also we got to shout out the dress, because the dress did fit perfectly. Like, that was a good dress. That was a good find.
I loved that dress.
Yeah, I was like, that's a good find.
I got it at Rhapsody.
Listen, perfect. Doesn't matter.
That's also going to be my Era store costume.
Hell
Well,
yeah. Well, perfect for sure.
So I was thinking about wearing like either cowboy boots or like getting Keds. And I'm thinking more like the white like Keds,
yeah,
only because cowboy boots are going to make my suitcase heavier.
they will.
So I don't want to really do that.
That's true.
I mean, it would look cute, but
yeah,
they would just make my suitcase heavier, and I don't want to do that.
yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, I got a lot of compliments on the dress. Brandon kept calling me his blue fairy,
Aw,
so that was
we
cool.
love. So, but the show was good. The premiere
The
was
show.
good.
Okay, so anyway, I digress. So Sarah gets on stage and gives like this speech, and she starts crying, and she like is like thanking
Aw.
Sandy, and we were all just. I mean, Sarah was crying. We were all crying. We were all
Yeah.
because like a lot of us like me and a few other and all these people that went were basically like at all her shows like from the beginning.
Yeah.
Right. And then we watched her like kind of go on this journey from
Yeah.
TikTok and like Florida Man Fridays and Florida Woman Wednesdays, and so it was just such like a monumental moment in someone's career that
Yeah.
we've like somebody that we know
Yeah.
has done this and is just like this like succeeding and
Yeah.
just like if you put in the work and she's been doing that.
Yeah.
So it was really cool to see everything come to fruition. She also gave us the sneak preview
Ooh.
of her new music video for STD. Now listen, here's the thing. If you've been to a Sarah Hester Roth show, she has this song. It's not in the special, right?
Uh-huh.
It's I think it's on her CD, but
Oh, okay.
so what she does is she starts singing a song or whatever, and then she's like, wait, excuse me, sorry guys, this is totally awkward, but like I think that's my ex-boyfriend in the audience. And then she'll like walk over to some random dude, ask him his name, and then accuse them of giving her an STD.
She does it to a couple dudes too.
And she does it to about
It's
3
nice.
people. Yeah.
And one time they did kneel. When I was there, they did kneel.
Yeah, that was funny. Yeah. They actually did it to my friend Kyle when I brought him too. Like,
She's like, I know I can pick on him. That's
yeah,
funny.
I was in the front row, so I was like, this is the best. Like,
That is so funny.
so yeah, so it was filmed at Composer's Room,
Oh,
and
nice.
she wore this
Hey.
like really stunning, like bejeweled, like rhinestone, almost like
Mhm.
Marilyn Monroe. Her look was like
Oh.
redhead Marilyn Monroe-esque
Ooh.
kind of a thing. It was beautiful.
Yeah.
And so she filmed her video at Composer's Room, and it looked beautiful. Like the whole video was just great.
Yeah.
So she showed us that, and then she went into like, this is my special, and we all watched it and laughed. We all laughed together,
Yeah.
and we were just so proud of her.
Yeah, that's good. I'm glad.
And then
What a scary task to do. Be like, okay, you got a special and it's got to sell.
yeah,
Better make it good.
yeah, and then there was like a blooper reel.
Oh, that's even better.
I didn't know that you could have blooper reels when it came to like doing live comedy.
Oh, yeah.
But she had one and it was funny because like in the blooper she even said that she was like, I didn't know that you could have this. I'm usually used to like live theater, but
yeah.
so they were showing her like stopping like middle of the jokes, and she's like, oh, sorry guys, we're gonna have to do that one again, or sorry guys, the audience isn't supposed to make me laugh, guys, like hold on, I gotta start all over again.
That's funny.
And
That's fun.
so that was fun. And then afterwards we all got in line to get our picture with her.
Yeah.
And Brandon and I walk up to her, and she was like, wait a minute. Wait.
It's kind of nice.
the
I like
two-
this.
And we were like, yeah, this is okay. Yeah, this is a thing. Like, yeah, it's cool. And then Brandon gave her a really nice compliment. I can't remember what he said, but they were like really big because there were really big words involved. And I told him to write it down because one of us was going to forget. I was like, right there, because she was like, can I quote you on that? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, you better like write that down and like send it to her before you forget.
That's so funny. Now I want to know what he said.
It was, I can't remember.
Was it like music stuff?
It's like monumentally like a masterpiece or something like that. I don't know. I can't remember.
He sounds like he's good with his words. I'm not.
Yes. Anyway, so then, I mean, that was pretty much like the night we, but it just was so cool. Like I really enjoyed it. And I'm so proud of her. And I was like Sandy, first of all, told me about these shirts like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. And you're like, I want one.
And I was like, save me one.
So funny. So you got to buy one. That's even better.
They have them on her site too.
Listen, I think Sarah is one of the sweetest people in town. She is, you can tell she's hardworking. She's willing to just go have fun.
Yeah.
She keeps up with her social media. She keeps up with her TikTok. I mean, even when we had her on the show, like afterwards when we saw her, she was like, oh, you guys should do this and this. It would really help your podcast.
Yeah.
And like actually truly friendly advice that like doesn't have to spend time on. But like, she was super sweet, and I mean, she is still super sweet. And so congratulations. That's such a huge accomplishment.
Yeah.
And it's so much fun to see her like through the stages, like you said.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, that's amazing.
And like just watching it too, like brought back memories of when we would go.
Yeah. Like, oh, I missed this.
Yeah.
But yes, please go check it out. Sarah Hester Ross. Don't Mess with the Redhead. It's on Apple TV, Amazon Prime, and you can buy it or rent it on YouTube. So go do it. You know?
Absolutely. Go support Sarah Hester Ross.
Absolutely. And buy a shirt off her website.
Yes.
There you go.
You know what I did the day before that?
What did you do the day before? Oh, that's right. This all happened in 3 days.
You know what? And the day before that? No.
Yeah.
I went to Zombie Burlesque.
That's right. Oh my God. I cannot wait to go. We have a
tentative date. Yeah.
We have a plan.
Yeah.
So that's exciting.
Okay. It was probably, I don't know why it took me 10 years to go see the show.
I've been wanting to see it since it was at Town Square.
Oh, it was at Town Square?
Yes, when it first opened at Town Square. Right across from Yard House underneath the movie theater.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's where it started.
Oh. Well, it's at the V Theater at Planet Hollywood.
Much better. But you know, it sounds like they deserve it.
Oh my God. When I went, it was about 80% full.
Wow.
And that's a Wednesday night.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Listen, it looks like so much fun. First of all, Enoch's in it. So
is Christina Shaw.
Yeah. Of course, Brandon's in it too.
And so is Brandon.
So, like, I mean, it's a good show. The photos that you had, I love a good stripper pole moment. And there was a couple stripper pole moments.
There was a few stripper pole moments.
I was like,
there's a contortionist moment. Listen, there was some really raunchy things going on.
Oh,
like, it was like...
Oh, hell yeah.
It was like... What did Melba said? It was like the absinthe version. It was like a zombie version of absinthe.
Oh,
yeah. Listen. It was like the raunchiest burlesque show. Like, I mean, it wasn't as far as like Excite is like a burlesque show, but it's more classical burlesque.
Yeah.
Like Zombie Burlesque was like very humorous.
That's funny.
Like there was like I was like laughing hysterically like most of the time. Like it just.
It looks like a funny show because like even like Enoch's character, you can tell like I feel like he's almost made for the role. I haven't seen it, but I can just tell you how his like body presence is like he was made for this role.
Oh yeah,
and that man's a silly man.
We haven't
met in person, but I cannot
wait. No, so it was so funny because again I was third row, dead center.
I mean, who can complain?
Third row, dead
Thanks,
center.
Thanks, baby.
Thanks, honey. So I was third row dead center, and like it was cool because as soon as like Enoch comes out and he does his thing, and then he brings out Christina, and like she as like immediately sees me and just kind of like breaks character for a minute. She's like, "I see you." I was like, "Hi, Christina Shaw. Like, guys, it's cool.
Hi, friend. How you
Yeah.
doing? Yeah, I know her. We're friends.
It's cool. My boyfriend's in the show, guys.
Hey. The cute one up there.
Yeah, so no, at one point, there was like this big group of ladies that kind of came in late, and this one, I guess this lady in front of me had like really big boobs, right? And Enoch could not stop. Like
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Enoch,
this is why I feel like he was meant for this
Enoch,
role.
the whole show just kept coming back to, lady,
how you doing?
What, honey? You know? But then. And then, like, he's like talking to them, and then he looks right at me, and he goes, "Does your back hurt?" And like the curtains closed, right? And Brandon's up top, like thinking, "Oh my god, he's got to be talking to Jessica."
Wouldn't know the problem.
I mean,
Right,
I was like
funny.
some of the I was like a little bit, but mostly the people in front of me.
Yeah.
And then about halfway through, they pass out Jell-O shots. Yeah.
I need to go.
Yeah.
It's gonna be so much fun.
They
I'm gonna
do.
be drunk and stoned and just
Yeah.
in the back.
And then like, and it's so funny too, because like there's also like this seating area like in the very, very back.
Oh.
And anytime like anybody shouted anything out from the back, Enoch would be like, "What's that COVID section?"
Stop it. Stop it. That's the shit I'm talking about. I don't know the man, but I expect all those words out of his mouth.
I just want to go see that show every day. Can I just like camp out in the theater and just stay there every day?
Like, I don't know. It just seems like so much fun. Also, what I really like about it is that they have a live band. Like, you know, Burlesque Q, and even, you know,
they just have music.
Yeah, they just have music. And listen, like, I get it. Like, you can't pay a full band, especially, like, you know, what's going on with Excite. Like, they don't have, you know, constant rooms every week.
Yeah.
But, like, hopefully soon. But, you know, I'm excited.
Composers. But yeah.
Yeah.
The point is, like, they're on the strip, and
yes.
So they
with a
have
live band, and it's like, it's there multiple days a week. So.
6 days.
So, damn.
Yeah.
6 days a week? Good
6
for
days
them.
a week. Yeah.
And also, there's so much, like, by the V Theater, there's so much to eat and see, and, like, cool restaurants, and, like, I don't know, I love the Miracle Mile shop, so I'm sold either way. But, like, oh, God, that sounds funny. I cannot wait to go. We're going.
Yep.
We have it on the calendar.
Yep, it's on the calendar.
I can't wait for my Jello shot.
It was, I had, you know, it was so funny. It was, like, that day was kind of a weird day, and so I get to the bar, and I was like, "Can I get a Crown and Coke?" And he's like, "That'll be $16." I was like, "Okay." And he goes, "Do you want to make it a double for 20?" And I was like,
"Yeah, I do."
You know what?
I think I will.
Fuck it. It's just been a day.
Oh yeah, that was that day. Yeah, yeah. Double's fine. Please give me a double.
Yeah,
but you know,
so I think that also like added to like the giggliness. Like,
but you know what? That's okay.
That's
fine.
Like there was there was some joke about hockey, and I looked right at Melba because she's like a huge Golden Knights fan.
Oh, so you're like, you know this.
I was like, "Do you feel attacked right now?" Like,
that's funny.
So good. Like we were just we were like crying. We were laughing so hard.
That's funny. Well, I'm excited to go, and it sounds like we're gonna try to do dinner and then go see a show.
Yeah.
What a great night! I love that for us. But speaking of having a boyfriend in a band.
In several bands
that plays almost every day. Jessica's been hanging out the Tuscany too.
You know what? It took me years to go to that.
Yeah, I mean, listen, all of our friends have been playing there for years.
Most of the time I work until like 1 or 2 in the morning.
Yeah.
I can't go.
Well, when do they have performances? Is it every day?
Every Friday.
Oh, it's every Friday. What from? Do you know what time they start?
From 9 to 1.
Oh, 9 to 1. Wow. Yeah, and like,
so you can pop in for an hour.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. In theory.
In theory. For some reason, 8 o'clock is easier than 9. I don't know. Right. Anyways, but yeah, no, like the vibe seems fun. It seems like people pop in there all the time.
You never know.
All the time. Like Sarah Hester Ross was there.
Okay, so
Paige
she wasn't
there.
Even, okay, so here's the thing. Is like Sarah Hester Ross wasn't even listen, because I am dating somebody in the part of the band. I get to see who's playing.
Oh, yeah. So
And so I'm like, okay, make sure you record this, make sure you record that.
That's so funny.
for Kenny Davidson's birthday.
Oh.
I saw the set list, and it was like songs that he chose.
Oh.
And he had Christina Shaw doing Me.
Oh, okay.
So
That's funny.
And then, Kenny loves Taylor.
I didn't know that. That's funny.
So yeah, so he likes to talk to me about her, and I'm like in heaven about it, and I'm like, okay, cool. So no, and then he had somebody else sing Invisible String. I know, and I was like, yo, I was like, yeah.
And he's like, I don't know how to play and record at the same time.
He literally, he set the phone down to record Christina singing Me, but he was playing, so he had to set it like on the floor, so it's just her like up like this, and I'm like, it's okay, it's fine. No, I could hear her sing. It was
the same.
Yeah, it was the thought that counted.
Exactly. I remember.
So, but it was cool because I went a couple Fridays ago, and I didn't know that, like, I guess Jen was on this, Jen De La Torre.
Yeah.
Or what everybody calls it, Jen DLT, who just got engaged.
Yeah, congratulations.
I got there just in time one day to, like, see her.
Yeah.
And I was like, it was impersonation night.
Oh, I think I remember you telling me about this night. Yeah.
And I think she sang like a Cher song, I think. And then I wasn't expecting to see her, so I was like, oh my God. And then Christina Shaw had like 3 Taylor Swift songs.
Okay.
And I was like, oh my God, just save one for me. Just please. I'll be there at midnight. Or like I'll be there at like 12, like right up like 12:15. Just save one for me.
Yeah.
Like, and so she saved the best one for me.
Love that.
She did Look What You Made Me Do.
Ah, that's funny.
And it's so funny. This is okay, so you hear me, she goes right into like the choreography.
Oh.
And so I'm videoing this, and you hear me go, oh my God, the choreo. And like and she heard me, and so she started doing more because I was just cheering her on. I was so excited.
And then you knew what she was doing. You're like, I know this.
Yeah, like
that's funny.
She goes, I'm sorry, but the real Taylor can't come to the phone right now. Instead of like, I'm sorry, but the old Taylor.
The real Taylor. That's good. I'm glad she it's like a funny play for herself. I like it.
Yeah, it was
funny.
It was pretty cool. And now like Brandon makes fun of me now. Anytime we see like somebody doing like choreography or something, he'll go, oh my God, the choreo.
Listen. Brava.
it was so cool, but yeah, and then I went last Friday, and I got there like the last like half an hour. I didn't even expect to be able to go.
Oh shit.
Because I started work at like 6:30 or 4:30, and so I didn't expect to be able to make it, and I ended up making it. And I get there, and like he called Sarah Hester Ross up, and I'm like
what the fuck?
I looked at Brandon. I was like, was she supposed to be here? He's like, no, she just
Surprise!
Like got here, and they just they had her sing, and she I can't remember what song she sang, but she was very funny about it. Like she like flipped her head over, like her hair over, and had it over her face. It was just
funny.
Like, oh my God, just went. She's
like, I gotta be an emo kid now. Hold on, guys.
She just went full on, and it was so good. And then it was cool because also that day, I was sitting with Paige and Christina.
Yeah,
and they were like, Christina was hosting.
Yeah,
and Paige was helping to sing backup. So I was like sitting there, and I'm like, this is literally the best table I could have ever picked. Holy shit.
It's so funny.
Oh my God. I'm at the cool kids table for the first time in my life.
And I'm welcomed.
I'm at the cool kids table. Like I was
I was just thinking that. I was like, when I go, I know they'll be nice to me too.
It's like for all you for my high school and middle school self that was never invited to the cool kids table.
We're here, baby. We didn't peak in high school. Life is good.
Thank you.
I gotta say, Cheyenne and her shenanigans there.
Yo, Cheyenne Adams is the best.
I mean, she cracks me up. I think we're like lost soul sisters. Honestly,
I think
every time I see her, I'm like, oh, you want to play characters with me? I'll do it. I'll do it.
Oh my God, I told her all about your Calethea character.
Yeah, no, we'll have to do something together because it'll be funny.
Oh my God, what if? Okay, I'm sorry.
We go back to our business meeting.
I have thoughts because I really want to do like Cheyenne, like have Cheyenne on the show, but like have her as Clara Bow because That's
Oh,
another
yeah.
story. So like Claire, I want to have her dress up as Clara Bow,
Yes,
and you as Calethea, because it's the same.
darling.
It's the same time period.
It is.
So
Listen, that's no. I mean, she had an retractable fork,
she had a retractable fork,
and she was like, "Hold this for my guys." Like,
And then-
I mean,
oh my god, no! She was like, "Hey, Brandon, can you hold my cake?" And he's like, "Yeah, okay." And then she like took a step back and like got her long ass fork out, and she's like eat just. It's on our Instagram.
Yes.
Go to the Reality Check Las
Las
Vegas
Vegas
Instagram
Instagram.
page,
Yep.
and it is the funniest video. Because I was not expecting it. But it was so cool because so she also had a gig that day at the Mob Museum.
Oh.
So that's why she was like in character.
She's great at it though too. Like,
She's so good at it. So
that whole thing, the era. Oh my god, she's great.
So I get there and she's sitting at my table, and I was like, look at Brandon, and I'm like, babe, why does Cheyenne look like Clara Bow? And I'm like, and I'm not trying to be, swear to God, I know that I'm
like a weird Swiftie.
Listen, I know that Tortured Poets is my entire personality right now, and it probably will be until we go to the show. I get it.
No.
I get it. I don't
I
don't know if I'm like, yes, I know. I don't know. I didn't want it to think I didn't want to feel like I was like in this like Tortured Poets like tunnel vision, and it's all I see. Like, is the Tortured Poets in the room with us right now? like it wants to be like that kind of thing. But I straight up was like, Cheyenne, you, and it's so funny because when I said you look like Clara Bow, because that's the lyric in the song, but like I was like, you, and I pulled up a picture of Clara Bow, and I'm like, Cheyenne, you look like her. She's like, yeah, that's who I used as my inspiration. How did you know? I'm like, how did you know?
How did you not know?
She was like, oh, I just looked up, 1920s, like,
That's
and
so
I was
funny.
like, do you know who this is? Like, this is Clara Bow. And she's like, I don't know. And I was like, okay,
Let me deep dive.
I'm gonna tell you the history of Clara Bow and tell you about her and why and how I know her.
And then Jessica told
Because
her.
there's an entire storyline on the Tortured Poets
I mean,
album.
it even goes like further than I even realized. I was like, oh, I listened to the song once. I'm gonna have to re-listen to it now. I was like,
it's a full circle moment, like before, before the anthology begins. It's it's like the ending to that one, and then that way, like, the Black Dog opens with the second, because it's like literally a full-on second. It's not a continuation, it's just a whole ass second album.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I heard the Black Doll. I haven't heard the Kim song yet.
It's so good.
I mean, I'm just like,
screaming,
I'll get
fuck
to
you,
it.
Amy. I love it. It's so good.
I'm like, okay, I don't know, there's like so much music.
There's a lot. So that, like, there's a lot to unpack with that, but it was so funny because I was like, I listen, I'm glad that I was right, because I was literally like, I don't want to feel like I'm this crazy weird Swiftie who's thinking about nothing but Tortured Poets right now. But
And then
why are you dressed like Clara Bow? And she, like, I mean, I knew she had a gig at Mob Museum, but I was still like, why Clara Bow?
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, she just came up on Google when I looked.
Which probably makes sense because all the Swifties are looking her up.
Yes.
So I'm not surprised that was like probably one of the first ones that came up.
But she was like, yeah, that's who I used. And I was like, okay, cool. I'm not going crazy.
You're like, oh, thank God.
Yeah.
I was a little worried about myself there for a second.
So here's the thing with Tuscany is there's about like 20 to 30 singers every Friday.
Okay.
It goes from 9 to 1. There's a different host every week, and there's a different theme every week.
Oh,
and so like all the musicians kind of get together. It's also like a very good like networking thing.
I was about to say there's a lot of people there.
Like, I could literally walk around, pass out business cards, and be like, do you guys want to be on the show?
Yeah.
Like, there's so many people there. So I was like, I asked Brandon one day, I was like, so is everybody just performing for each other? Or do like people like actually go to these things? And it turns out like the people that are staying in the hotel like do go.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of
just people.
It's a lot of the entertainers.
It feels like almost, can I be like, it feels like a Sand Dollar reunion somewhere else. Like everyone that you see at Sand Dollar randomly when you and Brandon go is also at Tuscany.
Yeah.
Like it's like, oh, we saw you at Sand, like, so yeah, if you need to, if you need some connects.
It's It's like a funk jam, except it's like a funk jam, except that the songs are chosen, and each person gets one song.
Okay.
Unless you're hosting, and then you get more.
Okay.
So.
All right.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Christina had like 3 or 4 when she hosted.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she was the host.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, how cool.
Yeah.
How much fun. Well, listen, 9 o'clock to 1 a.m.
Yeah.
I'm going to stop by.
Every Friday.
Listen, and there's also, okay, hear me out, y'all. There's this little strip club right next to it that I've always wanted to go to, and it's about the size of your apartment. I swear to God.
Oh, yeah.
I swear to God.
It
is this tiny little hole in the wall.
Is that thing even open? Because I
don't know. I haven't driven past it in a very long time.
I mean, it's still there. I just don't ever see anybody going in it.
Because it probably holds 2 strippers max. But that's why I want to go inside. I'll be like, ew, the floor is sticky.
Yeah.
Listen, speaking about the floors being sticky.
Oh, you know what we do after? Oh, so check this out.
Yeah.
So afterwards, everybody goes to breakfast.
Oh, where?
At Ellis Island.
I love Ellis Island.
Right? So you could get like a steak and eggs.
Yeah.
For like $9.99.
Listen, some motherfucker on the internet was like, the top lamest things to do. And Ellis Island was like number 5. And I was like, first of all, you've never been drunk and wanted their pub food. I fucking love Village Pub in Ellis Island.
That's where we go.
Yeah.
I went one time.
I love that place.
So check it out. They had to up the prices.
Yeah, I know.
Because it got too popular. But it went from
Village Pub also
by $3.
Up. Oh, really? Okay, that's good. Village Pub went up crazy. But they also have their own brewery. They also have like a cool backyard area. Listen, the casino is stinky in Old Vegas, but I love that.
I really want to go to the front yard.
Yeah, the front yard. That's what I was talking about. Yeah, I want to do that. That looks really cool too.
Yeah.
But yeah, food's great. Listen, one time Nathan and I were leaving Ellis Island and we watched an episode of Cops being filmed because the guy got pulled over and then the cameraman came out too. And I was like,
oh, really? Oh, like real thing?
Yes.
Oh, I thought you were like,
yes,
I watched an episode of Cops daily when I walk out my front door.
Yeah, right. No. The cameraman came out and the guy with the boom thing, the mic, he came out. And I was like, oh, shit.
What you gonna do?
Yeah,
what you gonna do?
Could you imagine getting pulled over right in front of the big, like, robot tent where Hell's Kitchen used to be recorded?
Yeah.
And then you're getting pulled over, and then there's a gigantic camera in your face? That's never good.
Yeah.
That means you're going to jail.
You are absolutely going to jail. They're not just gonna, like, let you off of the morning.
I mean, maybe. Old cops. But anyways, that was funny. But yeah, Ellis Island's great. But we had a gigantic festival here. All the alternative goth kids came out to play. We had Sick New World come. And let me just give you the lineup, okay? System of a Down.
I actually know who they are.
Right?
Chop Suey. I love that song.
Slipknot.
I know who they are too.
Yeah. A Perfect Circle, which is the lead singer of Tool.
Oh.
Yes. Listen, that man's a genius, so that's what happens. Bad Omens. And Poppy, the girl that's like, hi, I'm Poppy. Do you remember that?
She like TRL for a minute. Like
No.
Oh, then I have no idea. Oh!
Hi, I'm Poppy.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, I'm Poppy. Yeah, she has a song with Bad Omens because she's like a character. And now she's got black hair. I don't know what that's about. I'm not a fan of the song. But you know what Bad Omens was there? Sleep Token with their sex metal music. Book Talk loves Sleep Token. And then we had Lamb of God. Black Veiled Brides. And then also with Motionless in White. Ooh, that man's sexy. He's like, I got a white face and a black neck. And I'm like, yeah. Oh, God. That man is attractive. even Jelly Roll's wife, Bunny, was like, that's my hall pass.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, fuck that man.
I'm going to have to look it up now.
I'm going to show you after. Oh. I'm going to show you. I'll be like, and Jessica's going to be like, no, absolutely not. But it's okay. That's the whole entire point of us, right?
Yeah.
That's just that's how we get together. Exactly. I'm gonna put Motionless in White on. That's actually kind of funny. So, anyways, but yeah, it was a great week, and like, I mean, I didn't hear anything bad happen at the festival. Like, I didn't hear like people. I heard a lot of people had a good time. It was hot.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, I was watching those guys dance.
Summer is coming.
Early.
Yeah. Well,
really early.
But also it's weird. It's like it's really hot and then it, like it'll rain really hard and be kind of cold the next day and then it'll be hot again and you're like, I don't know what's happening. Yeah.
Well, even like when we went to O-Town, it was like, oh, I'm gonna wear this cute spring dress. And we were like, no, we're not.
Trev was like, you're all Britney'd out, and I was like,
What?
well, I had a cuter outfit planned. Like,
Got cold, bitch.
I was gonna wear an NSYNC shirt,
but here we are. Oh man,
you know. So like Live Nation and like all the there's like a few other like venues that are like trying to bid over like NSYNC's reunion tour.
Oh, that should be interesting.
Yeah, but I actually so like that's not gonna happen until like long after I get back from Taylor because Justin's on a world tour right now. And I saw, God, so mad that I'm like, this is cool because I'm mad at him. But I guess like Britney's not really anymore because she still posts his songs, but still like just the thought. Anyway,
Britney needs more friends like me.
Yeah.
Bitch, stop posting that shit.
So no, but okay. So Justin, when he was doing Mirrors, he was singing Mirrors, and like a part of the stage. Okay, for those like OG NSYNC fans, when the No Strings Attached tour, and they were on this thing that like took them through the audience. Justin kind of did the same thing, except he was on a barge.
Ooh.
And it went over and then it like tilted. So he's like this, like over the crowd. And someone said, man, I hope they have a good rig for that because if it falls, there's a lot of people dead. Like, but it was so crazy.
Can you imagine dying at a Justin Timberlake
concert? But it was so weird.
Awful.
It was really cool because like it started out completely vertical.
Yeah.
And then when it did its thing, it started out vertical and then it like kind of came down like this, but Justin was still standing completely upright. Right. So, and I'm thinking there's probably like there was a harness like behind him. You know, obviously he was harnessed, but like I'm thinking like there was something that he was like clipped to that he like was, because he just was like standing upright and I was like, oh my God. And then it tilted forward and Justin was like, he was like here. And just like standing like this,
that must be.
And he was like, and then he sings the lyric, "Look at me now," and like he's like in their faces above the audience.
It's kind of a God complex. No, I just have to hate on him. I'm sorry, I just do.
God, I want to hate on him too, but man, like that shit was cool. That shit was cool. I'm like, God, fuck you, Justin. And I'm like, man, your shit's cool. Like, but
Taylor does that. No, so I can be like, that was cool, Taylor.
She does other cool shit with her stage.
Absolutely.
But, yeah. Oh my God, her show's about to be 4 hours long. If she doesn't take anything out, her show's 4 hours long.
I can't imagine, but yeah, you're kind of right.
Because the surprise song set is only 2 songs.
Yeah,
she's doing way more than 2 songs.
Unless I don't know. We'll have to see. But listen, guys, there's so much building in Las Vegas right now. We gave you a lot of deaths. Yeah. A lot of deaths. So I added one today.
Now it's the opposite.
Now it's the opposite. So like, we're gonna have the tallest resort in Las Vegas. I don't even know what that means. Oh, I was told. I'm gonna have to find the clip. It was like, it's going to be like, I'm not even going to say it because it just sounds dumb.
A 7-star resort?
No, that it was going to aim to the Jewish community. I don't even know what that means. Is it kosher? Maybe it means kosher. Like everything's kosher, everything's, because it's also...
Wasn't there going to be like a Mormon temple or some shit? Like
that is built, but that was...
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They love building them. They're in a huge build right now. But yeah, no, so the tallest resort, I also think it's going to have like condos that you can buy in it. I saw the rendering. It looks, I'm thinking of the one that's going to be by the Mirage. The one that's by the Mirage looks like a giant penis. Yeah.
Well, that's going to be fun.
It doesn't look like it from the street view.
But it's phallic.
Very. And I'm like, and then also they're talking about building a basketball stadium.
Yeah. I saw it on TikTok and I was like, we already have 2.
Calm down, guys. Yeah. But Henderson is also getting a $30 million shopping center, which, okay. All right, maybe all those businesses will end up there.
Maybe.
Oh, God. And then PopStroke opened. The Tiger Woods mini golf area. It looks cool. It looks cool.
It's I feel like, well, it's a celebrity owned, so it's going to be expensive.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's in town square and it's like in the middle of the parking lot.
It's in Town Square.
It's in Town Square.
What is it next?
Remember,
to?
I drove by. Didn't I? Okay, so I went to go. I went
you
to
said
have
you drove
lunch.
by it, but I don't remember. Oh, because you went to.
I went to lunch. I went to Sickies, and it was like when I was
around there.
Yeah, it was actually.
So it's by the big
It's
Fry's
by like
building.
Miller. Yeah, it's over by like Miller's Ale House.
Oh,
Like that big clearing where they were doing like construction all that time.
That's what it was.
Yeah. But it's like literally in the middle. It's so weird. It's like this.
Oh, how funny.
It's miniature golf in the middle of a parking lot.
So can I tell you a fun story? Town Square just went through all their stores because we have a friend that used to have a store, Retro City Games. Hey guys. But Town Square said, oh, we need higher caliber of business, which Retro City sells games. Like, it's not a problem, but they're like, we want a different caliber. And then they put that right next door.
Mm-hmm.
So that's very interesting to me, but it's okay. Retro City's got a new spot.
Tiger Woods like did a thing.
Well, I think also he was trying to buy out those buildings.
Yeah.
Like buy up the buildings and stuff. Oh, Town Square. Oh. But okay, let's go.
Yeah.
I mean, shit. Like, then we can go to Yard House afterwards and have our barbecue chicken salads.
Oh my God. I get that. I had that for dinner yesterday.
Oh, I love it so much.
Yeah. I have
My
to stop
favorite.
eating. Like, I like, we're all eating at Jimmy Kimmel's and we're like, oh, we can't eat here anymore. Like,
It's like something else.
it's like,
please.
we have this, you know, like, because like the menu hasn't changed, but it's
Yeah.
also like fries and like fried foods, and summer's coming and
And
we're all
also
eating
it's like-
salads.
And also, like, the only other options that are like walking distance is Sushi Burrito and In-N-Out.
That's it. Yeah.
I mean, technically, Yard House is right next to him.
That's,
But what
so
I'm
we got
saying
it. Like
is,
literally, we all go to Yard House.
yeah, like
Yeah.
so it's like your other options that are super close are just not very like just more fried food.
Yeah.
So, well, except for the sushi burrito, but
Yeah.
that's expensive. But
Yeah.
anyways, but yeah, no, I mean, I can't wait to go mini golfing.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it'll be
We haven't
so much
done that yet.
fun. I know.
There's
and
a
then
few
maybe
things.
we'll stop by Double Helix while we're at it too. Nominee.
Let's go. I would rather go to Double Helix than Yard House.
I
'Cause
need
we go to
food.
Yard House all the time.
That's true.
Double Helix has food.
Oh, that's right. They do.
Yeah.
They have their little tapas. Mm.
Really good food.
I mean, listen. Okay, it's a
That's
date.
why they were nominated.
Sold. We'll go in September when it cools down a little bit.
Yes, for sure. We actually have a lot. So we had our little
Well, and
meeting
also-
today. We have a lot going on.
yeah.
I'm so excited for what we have to come.
Well, also Town Square just opened up some dinosaur thing.
That's in Town Square?
Yes,
Dude.
An illusionist put it together. Doug loves him, so we know he's an because Doug Leftovich went, and then like
We love Doug Lefrovich.
like he like so he went. He said
Love
it was
him.
great, and it looks really cool. I can't wait for the baby. And he's like, I think kids under 4 are free, so that's a pretty good deal.
Ooh.
Yeah, under 4.
What?
Normally it's like 2 or 3, but yeah, 4.
Dude,
And it's
I'm
$22
so excited about
for the
some
adult, so that's not bad.
I'm so excited about some dinosaurs.
Seriously,
Like,
I think
I-
if you pay $27, you get like a souvenir dinosaur thing that you like. Yeah, it almost might be worth the
Take
27.
my money.
Yeah,
If you get a souvenir with that shit, I'm down.
Yeah.
Like, let's go. Oh, by the way, speaking of,
Oh yes.
it's Zombie Burlesque.
Oh.
You get your picture taken on your way in.
Uh huh.
On your way out, they give you a complimentary keychain.
Oh, how nice.
Forgot to mention that. But speaking of free souvenirs.
Oh,
So
I'm a sucker for those type
I
things.
just broke it.
Well, you had to put it together, so we can refix it. It's
fine.
okay.
I didn't
All right.
click it in enough, but yeah, okay. Anyway.
Anyways, all right, guys. Well, that was our episode.
That was our
right?
show. Yeah.
Shit, we did a good job today. All right. Well, we love y'all. Make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell.
All right. We'll see you on the strip. Bye.